Daisy, the garden is in full bloom. Thanks for your efforts.
Thanks, Barry. I love gardening. Flowers make me happy.
Dad, look at those birds. They visit our garden every day. I simply love them.
Friends, nature is the best gift we've received. It is our duty to nurture it with care. Let us discuss nature in detail today. At the end of this unit, you will be able to use words and phrases to describe nature. Tell a story using pictures. Write a letter describing a visit to a farm. Use simple past tense to describe things that happened in the past. State the spelling rules of forming simple past forms of verbs. Differentiate between the spelling rules for regular and irregular verbs. Check your word power with this exercise. Identify what these sentences describe: plants, animals, or both. Click on the correct option to match. Here is another exercise to test your vocabulary. Drag and drop the images to match with their names. Here is one more exercise to test your word power. Click to shoot the incorrect option down. Let us hear the conversation between a student and a teacher on the importance of preserving marshlands and wetlands at Sundarbans.
How important is the Sundarban Lake?
Sundarban Lake houses a rich biodiversity of more than 330 varieties of plants, animals and birds. The lake acts like a huge sponge, storing water when available and releasing in small quantities when required.
So it acts as a water manager for the adjoining forest area?
Yes, in 1965, the marsh covered an area of 5,500 hectares, but unfortunately, it is only 600 hectares today. The marsh has shrunk due to man-made interferences that have upset the water cycle.
Sir, will it have any major impact?
Yes, the major impact is that the water retention capacity has drastically dropped. The water security system has been threatened. Hence, nowadays it is more prone to floods.
Based on what you just heard, answer the following questions. Let us now learn about simple past tense. We use simple past tense with things that happened in the past when the time is important. For example, she moved the plant yesterday. We use simple past tense with past habits and things that often did happen in the past. For example, we studied in the evening. We use simple past tense with things that happen one after the other in the past. For example, he watered the plants, opened the door, and walked away. We use time expressions like yesterday, last night, last week, last summer, ago, etc. with simple past tense. For example, we looked after the dogs last week. It is now time to check how well you have understood simple past tense through an exercise. Click on the word to fill in the blanks with the simple past forms of the regular verbs in the brackets. Let us see how the simple past forms of irregular verbs are formed. Some regular verbs are irregular. They do not follow the normal spelling rules of the framing simple past forms. Let us look at some such irregular verbs. Eat, simple past form is ate. Find, simple past form found. Fly, Simple past form, flew. Similarly, write, wrote. Lose, lost. Hurt, hurt. Attempt this exercise to test your understanding of simple past forms of irregular verbs. Drag and drop the correct words to complete the sentences. In this unit, you have learned to use words and phrases to describe nature. Tell a story using pictures. Write a letter describing a visit to a farm. Use simple past tense to describe things that happened in the past. Form simple past forms of regular and irregular verbs.